What's going on, brothers? Is it Mgtow, you know the name? Got a video for you. It's written title, Options. Here goes. I've often said on my channel, and you've heard it from Sandman a couple of times, if you have money, you have options. That's a cold hard fact. If you are a man worth your salt, you have eyes to see, ears to hear, and you have more money, you have more options. Well, if you are watching Coach Greg Adams' live stream, you'll notice that one of these females has came flat out and admitted that men with options cannot be manipulated. And that pretty much means that what I've been saying, what Sandman has been saying, what brothers who put out Mgtow content here on YouTube have been saying, we're absolutely correct. If you have more money, you have more options, and these females today, or rather, you have no options. Because if you have no options, they can manipulate you. You can get head faked. Which also means that fraud and usury is commonplace in a relationship that she's pretty much steering. You have no choice in the matter. You have no options. And they like it that way. So what does that tell you, brothers? It tells you that the reason why relationships today are a fucking joke is because these females are greedy. They want to get the most out of men without doing any work. And if you speak out against that, if you got a problem with that, then that means you're a misogynist, you're sexist, or all the other happy horse shit. Let me tell you something. For you brothers here, this Mgtow philosophy, you've probably heard E-Man67 say this, but you should be financially sound. Because if you're financially sound, then that means you have plenty of options. Hell, I got plenty of options. And as long as I have options, I'm not going to allow myself to get hit faked by any of these devious trollops and these Jezebels. You see, they like fraud and usury. They like to use people. They want someone to do all their heavy lifting. They want someone to fight and die for them. And they can come to you with this bullshit and say, well, if you don't do this, that means you're not a real man. Let me tell you something. Every time these trollops, if you actually sit one of these trollops down and have them explain what a real man is, she would describe a slave. That's what she would describe. And you, being worth your salt, you having eyes to see, ears to hear, you have options, she won't call you a slave. She'll somehow call you a loser or a lame because you haven't wifed her up yet and you haven't parted with your resources. I mean, the gross hypocrisy, the double standards, the greed and stupidity speaks for itself. We didn't destroy relationships, they did. And because they came flat out and admitted that men with no options can be manipulated, it proves that. If you have more options, that means you're less likely to be manipulated. You're straight from the horse's mouth. And that live stream should go directly to the war chest. For you brothers out there who frequent this channel, you brothers out there who are subscribed to Coach Greg Adams' channel. I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous, but we know that loose lips sink ships. We know that. Every now and then, these vain, delusional trollops show their hand. When it comes to relationships, it's not about what the man wants, it's about what she wants. You get no say-so in the matter. To her, you're just a workhorse, a pet wallet, and you're going to have to fight that. Me personally, I've already walked away from the table. How about you, brothers? Nobody can actually force us to pursue relationships. Not these vain, delusional Jezebels, not these male hyenas, not these dating coach hucksters. No one. But as long as you have options, you're good. I mean, options are good for you, but not good for her. But it ain't about what she wants, it's about what you want. You're the captain of your soul. You won't hear that from any of these vain delusional trollops who stink up social media. You won't hear that from these overfed pigeons who stink up daytime television. You won't hear that from any of them. Because they're banging off your ignorance. And if you have no options, that means you can be easily manipulated. You can be head faked. And they're fine with that. They're okay with that. But what they're not okay with is you not living your life on autopilot. You having options. And if they don't like that, I say it's tough shit. The sun is not shining out of their ass. And even though we live in a gynocentric twilight zone, they're still taking L's. I mean, you know they're taking L's when they get upset that chivalry is dead and they're angry because when they reach a certain age, they feel invisible. I say that's their fucking problem. They're adults. But accountability just ain't there. Well, you live and you learn, right? But some of them are stuck on stupid. Some of them never learn. That's their problem. It is what it is. All right, brothers. That's all I got for you in this video. If you like the video, like the badass scenery, feel free to subscribe. If you want to donate, visit my channel. You find a tip jar on the upper right-hand side of the screen. That's the G+ icon. All right, fam. All right, brethren. You know it's real. You know routine. Your own way, living way. SYSBM. As for these vain, delusional Jezebels, these Cleon bitches, these male hyenas, and those who have a problem with what we say and how we say it, give them nothing. This has been Mgtow PSA. More to come, brothers. Tight. See you soon.